Okay.
Hi, Jane. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet
Can you
you.
tell me a little bit about? Well,
Yeah. My name's Jane. I'm 26 years old. My pronouns are she and her. I'm currently single. I was raised in a Christian household as the only child. Um, and I just recently graduated with my bachelor's in library science.
okay. And you said you did you say you were living alone?
Yes,
And do you have any pets?
I have a cat.
You have a cat.
I have a cat named Larry.
All right. What was your childhood like growing up?
It was a pretty normal childhood. I had my just my parents. Like I said, I'm a only child. Um, we went to church pretty much every Sunday, so that was big, important part of it. Um, but pretty independent. Families take care of each other. Um, yeah, but pretty normal.
And did you enjoy growing up as the only child, or pretty lonely?
No, it could be kind of
Can
lonely
you describe your
sometimes.
relationship with your parents growing up?
Yeah, my parents were fine, and we were close, but I always, wished I had at least one sibling just to spend more time with.
Yeah, I'd have somebody to play with.
Yeah.
Um, were there any challenges or positive experiences during your childhood?
Hmm. My dad smoked a lot. My dad was a heavy smoker, so um, that I guess was a challenge in itself. Just because he had the cough and all of that, but no, nothing. Nothing too, um, nothing standing out that I can think of right now.
And how did your cultural background influence your values or the way you coped with difficult situations?
Um, I would say because we went to church, my parents really instilled, the faith-based. Um, they probably wouldn't be too happy with me coming to therapy, just because it wasn't really something we talked about. Um, it was just kind of um, looked at it as a sign of weakness a little bit.
Uh, and I had a looked at your the reason why you were coming in. Both of your parents had passed away.
Yes. So my mom passed away 6 months ago from ALS. And now my dad has now recently also passed from COPD from his complications of smoking.
Okay.
And it's been really hard.
Um, what? Yeah. I bet. What were what were their expectations for in your family about caregiving?
Oh, there wasn't any. It was we take care of each other. You don't use outside supports. So, um, the last several years now, I was their caregiver. Like I said, I don't have any siblings. They weren't connected with their families really. So I didn't have any aunts and uncles to really fall back on. Um, so, every day was taking them to doctor's appointments, making sure they had all their meds, helping, get them dressed to get ready for the day, and then also trying to finish my schoolwork. So it's been pretty exhausting.
Yeah, I bet. Um, who or what gives you a sense of belonging or support? Do you have any? You don't have any other supports?
I would say no, just because the last several years have just been all about caregiving. and making sure that they have what they need. Um, and I often felt guilty about thinking about myself just because they were struggling so much.
Yeah, that's understandable. Um, can you walk me through some of the events in your life?
Um, well, I'm currently working as an assistant manager at Family Dollar. Um, I'm grateful to have that job, but I've been trying to get a job in my actual degree. Um, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, um, which is also really stressful, trying to make sure that, all my bills are paid. And I also have a lot of student loan debt just because I just graduated. Um, so, you know, positions are limited. The fact of maybe even thinking about moving wouldn't really be an option, um, just because the finances aren't there.
Sounds like there's a lot of stress on your plate.
Yep.
Um, what was it like losing your mother and father within such a short period of time?
Um, Very overwhelming, very lonely. 'Cause even though they were going through what they were going through, they were still the support system I had. Um, I'm not sleeping. I do fall asleep eventually, but I wake up pretty much every couple hours. Um, and then every day during the day, I'm tired because I know I'm not sleeping. So everything's just really hard.
I'm sorry you're going through all this. Let's see. You mentioned your mother had LOS and your father had COPD in your family.
Oop, that question did not come through.
Oh, so you mentioned your mother had ALS and your father had COPD. Is there any other significant medical history in your family?
No, not as that I know of. The ALS came on pretty suddenly. Um, and because my parents are gone, um, I don't really have the opportunity to ask them.
Okay. So you don't know if there's any like mental health, like depression, anxiety, substance use.
Right, right. Because we never talked about it. Mental health, we never. Um, it wasn't. It was kind of a no zone. Even though we were Christians, it's just didn't. You didn't talk about it.
Okay. Um, can you describe how you've been feeling lately?
Very, very down.
You mentioned being lonely.
Yeah, I'm very lonely. I'm not sleeping. Um, I'm feeling really hopeless, and it's really persisting, and it's starting to interfere with even me wanting to get up and go to work. Um, because like I said, I'm working paycheck to paycheck and trying to get a better job. Um, but was that even worth it at this point? And I have so many I'm still paying my parents' medical bills. So,
But you, yeah. Well, maybe we can find some supports and help out there for you later. One good step, you are here, so that's a positive step forward. Um, what concerns you the most right now?
I would say just the fact that it's impacting me so much, um, and just interfering with my day to day. And the sleep. I'm really tired.
Yeah. Did any of your sym- symptoms begin before your parents passed away, or was it after?
I would probably say they started during, um, just because I know I wasn't taking care of myself. I was so focused on taking care of them that I know that I let things um, kind of go to the wayside, but I wasn't able to recognize that I needed the help until now.
Okay. Um, so you would say that have they gotten worse?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Before I could kind of get on with the day,
How
I
is
could,
your overall physical health?
um, for the most part, it's okay. You know,
Sorry.
well, it's okay. I'm eating, you know, I'm pretty healthy overall. Because of my dad and his history, I stay very far away from smoking and all that. So I do try to live a pretty healthy um, day to day.
Good. Have you noticed any changes in your concentration?
Yes.
Decreased?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I should have emphasized that.
And which what things have helped you manage everything you've been through at this point?
Um, I think just trying to tell myself that it's going to get better and just keep trying to reinforce my confidence, but it's definitely not helping. Definitely, I definitely need some new coping skills. You know, my cat gives me a lot of um, brings me a lot of joy, but he can't talk back to me when I talk to him.
Yeah, that's true. Um, and what goals?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Sorry. What goals would you like to accomplish in
I
therapy?
would love to, rebuild a good support network for myself. Maybe start going to church again, um, because with taking care of them, I didn't really have a chance to make a lot of friends. Um, regain my confidence in my goals for getting a job, um, and process through these losses, because I haven't.
Yeah. Being part of a community definitely is helpful. Have more of a support system. Um, is there anything else you would like to discuss at the moment?
No, I think that's it right now.
All right. If you'd like, we could continue next week around the same time.
That works. I will put it on my calendar.
Okay. We'll set it up. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hang
Thank
in
you
there.
so
You're doing great.
much. Thank you so much.